We're almost graduating. Woo!
Less than 3 weeks. Hello guys, good morning. It is almost the afternoon. I just finished shadowing Dr. Kawakami at her office, at her orthodontic office today. Today was really interesting and cool because, well, it's always pretty interesting and cool, but today an Embrace representative came and was teaching us how to insert the second generation smart wire and brackets. So that was fun because I got to practice on typodons. It's always fun learning new things. And now I'm gonna head to school because I have an afternoon appointment. I'm gonna be doing a perio maintenance because I need a couple more perio maintenances to graduate. I brought lunch today. I brought a salad, so I'm gonna eat that either when I get to school or in the car. Usually when I come shadow, I never bring food and then I'm always hungry at my afternoon appointments, but this time I came prepared. Hi guys, I finished my perio maintenance for the afternoon and now I'm in the wet lab. I was working on making a shell, but then I put it into my pressure pot and I guess I put too much pressure into the pressure pot and it exploded, like completely exploded, and the water went everywhere. So now I just have my little shell contraption thing just in a bowl of water. That's all for today. I'm gonna go home and take Bagel out in a couple minutes after this thing sets for a little bit longer, and then tomorrow after my perio maintenance, because I'm gonna be doing so many perio maintenances, tomorrow after that appointment I'm gonna work on the shell for Wednesday's appointment. Good morning, happy Tuesday. I just finished shadowing Dr. Kawakami at her orthodontics office. This morning was a lot slower than other mornings, but I still got to do some stuff. I like coming here because I get to assist a lot more than I do at the ortho clinic at school. Mostly what I do is I untie O-ties, or I place O-ties, or I just take the wire out. I mostly just observe how the doctor runs the office, and it's my opportunity to ask all the questions that I have about how to run a practice. Today, Dr. Kawakami had me trace a ceph, and I haven't traced a ceph since second year of dental school. It just made me feel like I really need to review radiographic anatomy and cephalometric tracings because I was pretty lost. Also, I didn't eat breakfast this morning because I wasn't hungry in the morning after I took Bagel out on a walk, and I usually do, so I was so hungry today. I'm gonna head to school, gonna grab some lunch at Trader Joe's, and then I have an afternoon perio maintenance appointment, and then at the end of the day, I have to make my shell for tomorrow because tomorrow I'm supposed to be doing the crown prep. Hey guys, so I'm currently listening to the town hall meeting on my AirPods, and they said some great things that have lowered my anxiety levels. So they said that if you have 5 indirects, that you no longer have to take a competency exam on the clinic floor. You can take it in sim lab instead. So that's great news for me because all I needed to graduate, all I had left, or the huge thing that was worrying me, was my indirect comp case because we're running out of time, and what if my patient doesn't show up? So I do have a patient scheduled for tomorrow at 1 p.m. to do a crown comp. I stayed in the wet lab today to finish making my shell. I have everything ready. I did a wax up, but I think it's probably a really good idea for me to cancel that appointment, give it to the third year that the case got taken away from to begin with, and then just comp in the sim lab. That way I'll be able to practice for reps in the sim lab, and I can finish my comp in one day basically. So that's great news. Hey guys, it is Wednesday. We have had a change of plans. I didn't go to clinic today. I ended up canceling my afternoon patient. I was gonna do that crown comp on my afternoon patient, but I ended up canceling it because it just didn't make sense based on what was said at the town hall meeting yesterday. I'm gonna let the third year, who was the original student doctor of this patient, do the crown. But now that we're given the opportunity to do our competency exam in the sim lab, I no longer have to do it on a patient, so I'm just gonna give it back. And this way, I won't have to depend on a patient coming in, having to pay for their crown, and I'll be able to complete my competency exam a lot faster. I'll just be able to do it in one day. So instead, I'm going to do my competency exam tomorrow in the sim lab. That means I have to get my typodont ready for tomorrow. So I'm gonna go to school and get it ready. Here's one of my typodonts that I used when I was a first and second year. I'm gonna go to school, remove all this plaster, put in some new teeth, and then some wax, some foil, and some plaster on top of the screws. There's originally screws here that we have to cover up so nobody cheats and takes out the tooth or something like that during the exam. So I'm gonna get this typodont ready, get all my instruments ready for tomorrow morning because the exam will be tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. And I haven't like prepped a tooth in the sim lab in a long time, so it will be interesting. But this is gonna be a great practice for me because for the rep exam, for my licensure exam, I have to prep some teeth on a typodont. So I thought that if I do my competency exam on a typodont, it's gonna be good practice for the rep exam anyways. Except the only difference for rep is that we don't use this type of typodont that I've been practicing for the past 4 years on. We're gonna use this other typodont that looks like this. So I had to purchase this other typodont for the rep exam. And I also have some practice teeth that I had to purchase. Very expensive practice teeth. I think this was like $130 for not that many teeth. And each endo tooth is like $17. Practicing is expensive. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Hi you guys, oh my goodness, I'm in sim lab. I haven't been in sim lab in so long. How nostalgic. It's crazy that I'm gonna be spending more time in the sim lab now because I'm gonna be taking this competency exam tomorrow, and then eventually I'm gonna have to start practicing for rebs. There's a couple of people practicing for rebs right now, and I can't believe it because I still haven't even read that manual. I don't even know what tooth we're doing. They told me that we're doing tooth 3 and 5. We're doing a bridge prep from 3 and 5. That's for the cross section of reb. I'll get to that when the time comes. But for tomorrow, I was told to get a number 19th tooth and a number 3. So I'm either going to do a crown on 19 or 3. That's what I'm assuming. That's all the information that they gave us. So good morning, it is Thursday. I just got to the sim lab because today's exam day. I'm supposed to be taking my competency exam on my indirect restoration, but I'm the only one here. It's like 7:42 right now, and I thought I was late because I wanted to get here at 7, but there is nobody else here in the sim lab. So I'm just gonna set up at my old bench because memories, and I'm just used to sitting here. Here's my typodont that I sealed yesterday. I hope it's equilibrated enough. I checked with Mylar and articulating paper and I did adjust it. So this should be good for today. Now I'm gonna set up and get started with my exam. Hey guys, so I just finished my last competency exam for indirect restorations in the sim lab. I'm so excited about it, and it's really crazy because, what was it, last week or 2 weeks ago we had that town hall meeting and I was just a boiling pot of stress because I didn't know how I was going to do my indirect comp, but here we are now. Things have changed. I did number 19. We did a monolithic zirconia crown prep and a Bisacryl provisional. Let me show you. So here's my prep. And then here is the provisional. I'm so happy and excited that I no longer have to worry about that and that I got it over with in one day. So it took about 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hours to do the prep and the provisional. We didn't have to take an impression, and I didn't have to like pack cord or worry about my patient not showing up. So it was definitely worth it taking it in the sim lab compared to relying on a patient to come in, especially since we're running out of time and we're about to graduate. I also got to practice on a typodont, which is helpful for me because I'm taking the reb exam, and the reb exam is going to be on the typodont. So I got to practice drilling on a plastic tooth, something that I haven't done in a long time. All right, so now I'm going to go home and pack because I'm going to go to Colorado for the weekend. We're just going to hang out with some friends there. It'll be a lot of fun. So this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for next week. Next week is going to be the week before graduation, which is absolutely insane. All right, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.